Welcome in everyone to this all signs reading. This is going to be taking a look at, or we're going to be taking a look at what it is that you need to know right now at this time. Sorry, I just thought that I didn't have my mic on. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you are watching the playback of this, you can just go down below to the comments. The timestamps will be there for each zodiac sign, so that way you don't have to sit through and wait. But yeah, hopefully my notifications went out. If they didn't, that's understandable because I've already probably used them all. But of course, we're going to go ahead and start first with Aries, taking a look at what it is that you need to know right now. So, and I also will be taking super chat questions. If you've never sent a super chat question, be sure to read the super chat rules before you send a question. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll let the room fill up as we go along. Let's see here. All right, let's do it. Aries. Aries. Let's take a look here. What does Aries need to know right now? All right, Aries, let's take a look here. You pulled the Hermit, you pulled the Wheel of Fortune, and you pulled the Six of Cups. It's interesting. I think right now, a lot of you could be finding yourself in more solitude. I don't get a feeling like you're lonely or anything here, Aries, but I do pick up it's like you've been wanting more solitude, or maybe you just have been wanting to be left alone here. But the Hermit card is like when we want solitude to be able to like reflect and do some introspection and to work through some things here. I do feel you are in the midst of change at this time. The Wheel of Fortune is in the challenge position. Usually with the Wheel of Fortune being in the challenge, it's like we're kind of in we're going through a season, or we're going through a change in season in our life. But it almost kind of feels like, well, I don't know how things are going to turn out, or I don't know what to expect with the future. And you could be feeling just quite lost, but you know that just like things are changing. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? We just had a lunar eclipse in Pisces yesterday, and then we're stepping into a solar eclipse coming up. So there is a lot of changes going on for everybody, and I feel for you individually, Aries, that I almost kind of get though, it's like you've been kind of wanting to retreat here. There's nothing wrong with wanting to retreat, right? To maybe like rejuvenate or whatever, just to kind of get away from the outside world. But I do see you coming back here with the Six of Cups in a more, like in a better energy here. Also too, I am picking up intuitively, like if you've been fearing like the worst case scenario here, or if you've been like afraid of certain changes that are going on, I feel like they'll turn out better than you expect with the Six of Cups here. Also too, some of you may be resisting change at this time, but I actually feel like change is actually really good for you. So the Six of Cups it's like the gift of transformation. So if you are going through a transformation, which I feel like we all are, but if you are going through a transformation, I actually feel like it's a good one. Yeah, you pulled the Nine of Cups here. So yeah, Nine of Cups is like when you're able to get back into an energy of like being content, being in an energy of being satisfied, and feeling like you're not missing anything, or just feeling like okay, right? Like you're in a good energy here. I think there's actually good things coming up for you. Like I think there's some of these changes here that are happening in your life at this time. Like you may not know where they're taking you or what's going to happen, but I think they'll be more pleasant than you expect. The only thing with the Wheel of Fortune being in the challenge is just to embrace change. Don't try to resist it or hold on to old things. Let's see here. Aries, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Shit. I'm just the messenger. You pulled this Lay of the Land. It says ancestral wisdom here. Then some of you may be, Wheel of Fortune can be karmic cycles, right? Especially being in a challenge. The Hermit is this desire to learn and grow and become aware and become wise of what your patterns are, or what your ancestral patterns are that you want to heal. So I think at this time, whether or not you know this or not, like on a deep spiritual level, I think you're healing a lot of ancestral karma. And even with the Six of Cups being here in the future position, the Six of Cups can be reminiscent of the past and past ancestral things. So I just feel for a lot of you, Aries, you're doing a lot of clear a karmic clearing here. But there's a gift in all this, and I feel Spirit is saying to embrace the gift of the transformation that's happening for you. Because I feel like you're going to be moving into a better spiritual energy here in your life with this Nine of Cups. Feeling more clear, not feeling weighed down by old things here. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Let's do Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see. Taurus. I'm gonna see if it's my overhead camera. Oh yeah, it is. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. What can you tell me for the zodiac sign Taurus? What does Taurus need to know right now? Hello, hello. What does Taurus need to know right now? The Magician, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the King of Wands here. I see a lot of you here making successful changes. I feel like some of the changes you have made recently are starting to all pile up here. And I think they're starting to like shape up to be a big success, or you're just gaining more momentum with your hard work and with your success. The reason why I say that is because the Two of Pentacles is in the challenge, but you do have the Magician here for the overall energy. And the Magician is the instigation of change, right? So I feel recently maybe you've instigated some changes here. And so now it's just like you're improvising, adapting, and getting used to something here. I'm picking up Taurus. This Two of Pentacles in the challenge. The Two of Pentacles is just a reminder here, like that life is change, and that we can't grow stagnant, and we can't stay in stagnant energy. Like things are always moving, things are always changing. And so I feel at this time like your advice is to like embrace change, but to keep going here and keep building upon what it is that you've already been doing here. Because I feel like the changes that you're making, or that you will be making here, will be successful changes. Yes, it's going to require work with the Two of Pentacles, right? Like everything requires work. But I think for the most part, this King of Wands is in the future position. Be confident in yourself here. I think that you're moving in a direction of success. Some of you, there's so much energy that I can just like absorb at one time with a reading, that it's like I just want to like channel it all, but it's like I have to like pick and choose. And then like I don't know if there's any other readers that kind of go through the same thing. But with this King of Wands being here, the King of Wands is a card of like it is a card of like being confident in yourself. It's the entrepreneurial card. It's the visionary card here. I think you're starting to like commit to some type of vision here you have for yourself, whether it's like stepping into becoming like a newer type of person, or starting like a different type of life here, or maybe a different type of way you do your work or career or projects, or whatever the case might be. But I think with this King of Wands, you're on the path of success at this time. I also feel like as well, like Spirit is telling me to tell you to like be a trailblazer at this time. Like if there's something you want to do, you don't have to like wait on anybody's confirmation. It's like you be the one to like lead by example, right? Or like you set the example here. But I do feel like you're moving in a good direction here, Taurus. Let's see here. You pulled the Two of Swords and you pulled the Knight of Cups here. All in all, this is a great reading. Sometimes I don't even see the Two of Swords as a negative card. Like it just depends on what's surrounding it. I think for the most part with this Two of Swords, there's so many ways you can read this card, but what I'm picking up intuitively is I almost feel like you're finding balance in your personal life here, Taurus. Like more balance in different areas. So like let's just say, for instance, let's just say maybe all you used to do was work, but like maybe you had no social life, right? I think it's like you're starting to like find balance in all areas. Maybe it's like you're like finding good balance in regards to work, in regards to like your personal life, in regards to your relationship. And I feel like there's good balance here coming in. I'm not gonna lie, it's like, yes, we're in the middle of eclipses. Yes, there's things, of course, that are being unbalanced at this time. But I feel like it's all in the way in which you navigate eclipses. It's like, yes, things come up and there's unexpected things, or yes, there's shakeups, but it's like, you know, we have free will to be able to bring balance to the situation as well. So I think you're starting to find that balance here. And with this Knight of Cups being here, I see you pursuing something that you're passionate about, or you're pursuing some type of vision here, or some type of thing I feel like that is like intrinsically motivating you here. But there really is this you like being in this very busy energy, Taurus. Taurus, like you're very focused on just like, it's like you're not focused on the problems anymore. It's like you're focused only on the solutions of things. If that makes sense. You pull this covenant card. It says sacred contract. Maybe you've recently even signed a new contract here, Taurus. Or maybe some of you, there's a new contract here that's coming up that you're going to be signing. If you want to take a look at it on like the mundane level, on the spiritual level, though, this Two of Pentacles being in the challenge, like spiritually with this card, I almost kind of pick up that kind of similar to Aries, because Aries and Taurus always have very similar vibes with their readings. There could be like karmic contracts here that are over with, I think, and I feel like it's like you've kind of like ripped up some type of karmic contract, and you're like, you know what, like this wasn't the right thing to do, or like I'm going to be doing something else here. So kind of similar to like Aries in a way, I think, and like you could be breaking ancestral like patterns here, or just past life patterns or karmic patterns here. The readings are pretty deep so far. Like I'm picking up with the energy here, but it doesn't surprise me with just being in a lunar eclipse and Pisces, right? So yeah, I mean, that's what I'll get for you here, Taurus. I think you're moving in the right direction here. Spirit is saying don't get stuck, like keep building upon your successes and keep building up on the momentum here. You've already instigated change, and so change is underway, and so stick to the process here, because I feel like I feel like you'll be like getting more and more success here. I'm not saying you won't have like your setbacks and stuff like that, but I feel like for the most part, I see your confidence building and your vision becoming more and more and more clear here, especially if it's been foggy or blurry lately. All right, Geminis. Hello, everyone. Geminis. What's going on with Geminis? What do Geminis need to know right now? Pull the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and you pulled the Two of Swords here. All right, you got some decisions and some choices to make here, Gemini. I don't feel like they're like anything critical or like life altering, although I mean they could be for some of you, but I feel like for the most part, Queen of Wands being the overall energy here, I think at this time you're being encouraged here to be in a positive attitude. Some of you lately have been stepping into a more positive attitude when it comes to life here, but I feel in general it's like you're being encouraged to be in a positive mindset, positive attitude here. I also feel like you're being encouraged to like really express yourself, like be yourself, and to like do things that make you feel inspired or do things that make you happy here with this Queen of Wands. And because the Queen of Wands is the flowing, I think it's the flowing beauty of fire. So it's like allowing yourself to express yourself spontaneously and do things spontaneously and have fun and enjoy things in your life. And some of you may already be in this energy, or you're embodying this energy more at this time. You do have the Lovers here in the challenge and the Two of Swords, which is obviously being at a crossroads and like having certain choices to make here. But it doesn't seem like, again, it doesn't seem like the choices are critical or anything like that. It's more so it's like having to just make the right choices that are going to allow you to stay on the right path here with the Lovers. And so let's see here. I'm gonna get some more here. Pulled the Seven of Swords here, and you pulled the Knight of Pentacles here. I want to say this, Gemini, if there's anything that maybe, I would take your time when it comes to making some type of decision here in the future. Like if you're not sure, you pulled the Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, which is an energy of like being cautious, getting a second opinion, taking your time to think things through, and just assessing things here, because I'm kind of seeing you here like wanting to like there's something about like your purpose or something you want to do that you love, and this could even be in regards to love. And if it is in regards to love, this is kind of saying like to be aware of like your actions or like your words or your decisions at this time. Like be more cautious with maybe what you say or maybe with what you do, or to just think things through more, or like take some time to think about what it is that you want to do in regards to a particular relationship, if it's with love, with the lovers being here. But if this is in regards to just something in general in your life that you're personally wanting to explore and create for yourself with the lovers that you love, I'm kind of seeing here with this Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, something in regards to your purpose or your mission here. The Two of Swords, Seven of Swords is saying like to take your time to think things through. Like if you need, like, especially like don't feel rushed. Like if somebody's like rushing you to make a decision, I would take a step back and just be like, hold on, wait, you know, like you want to be able to make decisions on your own terms, whenever you're comfortable with making those decisions. So, and I feel like Spirit's like wanting you to take the practical approach here with something, if it's with love or if it's with like something that you love, like your passion or some type of purpose here in your life. I feel like this is more so like a warning, not like a warning because like the world's ending, but it's like a warning that like to take the more practical approach towards something. Okay, this card came out. You did pull this Fortune's Wheel card. It says luck and right timing here. Yeah, it's like if something doesn't feel in alignment or if it doesn't feel like it's the right time, trust your intuition. But if something does feel like it's the right time and you do feel like it's the right moment, then trust your intuition. I think things will turn out better than you expect here, Gemini, as well. Also, if you've been waiting for an answer, or if you've been if you've been waiting on an answer or waiting for something externally here, it may take a while. But I feel like by being patient with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like you'll be happy that you waited, or you'll be happy that you were patient with a situation or a process. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let's go to Cancer. I don't want to be on the signs for too long, just because like the video will be like 2 hours, 3 hours. So, all right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do Cancers. What do Cancers need to know right now at this time? All right, Cancer, let's see. You pulled the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and you pulled the Six of Cups here. I see some of you here, Cancer, something like being a success here for you. Three of Pentacles is like when you have a blueprint and you're structured and you're disciplined and you're really focused on creating something. Also, too, when it comes to your gifts, skills, and talents and abilities here, I feel like you could be getting recognition for these things here, Cancer, coming up. I think I just got this for you in your reading not that long ago. I think it was you, Cancer. Was it Cancer? I think it was Cancer. But you do have the Six of Cups here in the future position here, which is the gift from the universe. You can also say the gift of transformation. I like the Six of Cups because it brings an energy of like comfort, security, joy, and also simplicity. So I feel like something here that you're working on with the Three of Pentacles being the overall energy. The King of Swords is in the challenge, so it's telling you to be focused here or remain focused on your objectives here. And by doing that, I feel like you'll be able to get the type of success and the type of rewards here that you want. Also, too, I think you're very focused on something. It's like you're very like locked in with something here in regards to like what you want to create or what you want to build or like what you want to achieve with something here. The Six of Cups is a good card of like you getting something here that you'll be very pleased with. It's interesting because the Three of Pentacles says, I think at this time the universe is like wanting you to use, I know this is going to sound corny, but it's like wanting you to use the power of your mind here. Because the Three of Pentacles talks about the mind, body, and spirit. And how you channel that all into your work. And the King of Swords it's the air element, so it deals with the mind, but it's in the challenge. It's like you have the spirit for something here. It's like you're physically willing to do what is necessary for you to get the job done, But it's just like, it's almost like the discipline of the mind that just has to be like implemented as well, or that just has to be like there as well. But it's like, if you do that, then I see you being able to really get the type of success here that you want, or get the type of outcome here that you're pursuing. You pulled the Hangman here, and you pulled the Ace of Wands here. Yeah, I'm also seeing some type of something that you're waiting on here. If you've been waiting on something, or like if something is like taking time with the Hangman, I feel like with this Ace of Wands, there's going to be like some type of information that comes your way, or there's going to be some type of energy that moves things forward here. Can I say something, Cancer? I see some of you, I feel like your perspective on something, something that you thought you would never change your perspective on, you changing your perspective on it. And with the Ace of Wands, for some reason, I feel like it's some type of belief about something. But it's something good. Like, I feel like it's like something, it's like some type of divine revelation for you. You pulled this Well Song card. It says resonating here. I think also at this time you're being encouraged here to, I always look at this card as like creating like your own type of world. It's like marching to the beat of your own drum here. It's like doing things that genuinely resonate with you. Like sometimes it's like we feel like we have to do what everybody else is doing. Like something may resonate for someone else, and because maybe we're unsure with inside of ourselves, we're just like, yeah, like I trust that person. But like also at the same time, you're probably like, well, I don't know, this doesn't really feel like an alignment with me, or this doesn't really feel like it resonates with me. But you know, because it's like the popular thing, like I want to do that, or because it's like the popular opinion, like I have to follow that. I think there's like something here that that's shifting and like morphing inside you, that's like changing your perspective with this Hangman, giving you a different type of conscious revelation or some type of enlightenment that's changing your perception on something. And it's like I see you resonating with something in a totally different way. But that's true and authentic for you. Also, too, I want to say this. If you're looking for some type of like forgiveness or reconciliation or some type of compassion to come into some type of relationship here, I do see that happening here. It doesn't feel like the problem is that big or anything like that. It's just like, it's just some type of like deeper compassion coming into something. So that's what I got for you, Cancer. Let's go to Leos. Leos. What's going on with Leos? Let's see. Pull the Knight of Wands, the Star card, and you pulled the Fool card here. I feel like you're being encouraged here, Leo, to go beyond the norm here. I think the message for you at this time, I like the Knight of Wands being the overall energy, because it's all about being bold, self-determined. It's about fortune that favors the bold. Sometimes it's like we can be so timid in doing things that we kind of just miss our chances and opportunities. The Knight of Wands is like, you know what, no, I'm going now. I'm taking action now. I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to make the first move. Right? I'm no longer going to wait. And I think you're very much so like in this energy of like being more bold or being more self-determined, or you're finding more passion, like you're connecting to something in your life more passionately. Some of you could have recently gone through some changes as well with the Star card being here. There's some type of rejuvenation with your spirit, especially with the Fool card being here. I think though it's like you have goals and aspirations at this time. And And the Star card is in the challenge. I think you could be going through healing here, Leo, as well. Like there could be some, you know, deeper spiritual healing that has been happening, but is also happening for you still here. The Fool card is the future position also / the advice here. The Fool card is, and it's interesting too, because the Star card is like when we are going through hard things or when we are going through tough things. Like the Star card is all about like the possibilities, right, and the miracles that can happen, or you know, just the possibilities of what could happen. And so right now it's like I feel like you have the passion. It's just like you're hoping that the possibilities of what you want or what you want to create or what you want to aspire to are there. They are there. The Fool card is saying to believe in the possibilities. The Fool card being in the outcome position or the future position is saying to embrace the possibility. I know I keep saying that fucking word, right? But you get what I'm saying. And I think here with the Fool card, you're also being encouraged here to like leap outside of your comfort zone. Like the Fool card is the archetype of Uranus, and in humanistic astrology, Uranus is the planet that is the first trans-Saturnian planet that deals with transformation, right? And the spontaneous urge to leap beyond what you have done before, right? And step into newer things, or, you know, push the envelope. Let's see here. You pulled the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Some of y'all got a lot of career success coming up here. And I just got this for you in your last reading that I did with the mid-month read. So it's connecting here. You have the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles here. Six of Wands is an indication of success, attention. Of course, Leos like the attention. I could talk shit because I'm a Leo. But with the King of Pentacles being here in regards to work and career and your foundation and stability, resources, finances, I think you have a lot of success on the way here. I think, Leo, it's like, depending if you're a Leo rising or whatever, right? Even I still think it connects to Sun Leo. Like Uranus is in the 10th house for you in regards to career, which the Fool card is Uranus, and it's in Taurus. It's like transforming the value of things and making it greater when it comes to your career by taking, you know, risk, by trying new innovative things here. And for some of you, like by being bold, by stepping outside your comfort zone, by being an innovator, by being a leader, by being a revolutionary, I feel like, Leo, like that's what's going to get you a lot of success. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, let's just say you have a business, right? You've always had, maybe it's a business you had for a while, but you're like, you know what? I really want to like teach or something, right? I want to teach what I know or something like that. Maybe that's something you've never done before, but like maybe you started like a school or you started like a class, and you're like, holy shit, like I actually like doing this, and it's actually something that becomes very successful, and then, you know, like you have a whole community, right? It's like, it's things like that. You pulled this Dream Thief card. It says refusal of the call. The Star card being in the challenge is all about your aspirations, dreams, things that inspire you. But the challenge is, and the Fool card is like having to take the leap of faith, take the risk. But this Dream Thief card is like saying, like, are you refusing to do that, right? Are you refusing, you know, to go after your dreams or to create the type of life that you really want to create? And I think for a lot of you, you've kind of woken up here with the Knight of Wands. You're like, I think maybe you were refusing some things, or maybe you weren't listening to your intuition or your higher self. But, you know, this card is like encouraging you here to pursue your dreams and to go for those big, bold dreams that you have. Because with the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, I feel like you have a lot of success when you do that. I feel like some of you Leos, though, they have a lot of career success coming, and it may come out of nowhere for some of you. All right, let's do Virgos. What does Virgo need to know at this time? Happy birthday, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know at this time? Ooh, Virgo. Damn, and you got the 4 wands at the bottom of the deck. That's a good read. That's a good read here. I feel like there's a lot of good things coming up in regards to you and your relationships, the things that you're participating in. Some of you, there may be a birthday coming up here soon, or maybe you're celebrating your own birthday. I feel like this is a lot of good energy here. The Lovers is the overall energy. So when it comes to love and relationships with the Empress, 3 of Cups, this is good creations, right? This is positive manifestations in your relationship. Especially if you're single, I feel like you could be attracting a lot of people here with this Empress here. It is in the challenge position, but I don't really feel like it's like a challenge. Like there's some type of challenge with this Empress that I'm going to talk about, but I feel like in regards to your relationships, this looks really well. If you're single, I feel like you could be attracting a lot of attention, and maybe you could be talking to newer people. If you're in a relationship here, I think this is like you two like having fun together, or like having newer experiences together, or celebrating together here with the 3 of Cups. I want to say, if you're not in a relationship and you're not pursuing love, like the Lovers is about like something that you truly enjoy, that you love. So it can be like a hobby, or it can be like art, or it can be like music. It's something that makes you feel connected to the divine and makes you feel whole, right? And it's something that makes you feel like, wow, like this is me, like this is a part of me, and I feel at peace when I do this, or I just feel like in union with God when I do this. And the Lovers is here. So it's like whatever this is that you're doing or exploring here, or sorry, with this Empress, whatever it is that you're doing and you're exploring here, the Empress is encouraging you here with it being in the challenge to create with others. With the 3 of Cups as well, to create with others, to share with others, right? Have a good time with others, participate in things, right? It can be community or whatever the case might be. And I think you're going to find a lot of joy with the 3 of Cups. Yes, Aquarian Arts Tarot. Yeah, I do. I was going to say that earlier, but I thought maybe you already knew that. But yeah, I'll answer the super chat questions after the video. You did pull the Fool card here, and you also pulled the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a separate message coming through. 2 of Pentacles is learning the dance of change. I kind of want to say this, like if you have been inspired lately to like create, or even if this comes up down the line, like if you feel inspired to create something or do something you haven't done before, the Fool card, 2 of Pentacles is saying like, hey, go for it. Like life has changed, so allow yourself to make changes whenever you feel like you're being called to make changes here. And also too, I think there's a message here for you Virgo, especially for you Virgos out there that have kind of been maybe having a little bit too much fun. Like the 2 of Pentacles is saying like, don't forget like your responsibilities and your obligations too. Like don't fall behind on things. So otherwise than that, like this looks really well. I see you having a lot of good experiences coming up, and I think you've already had some. So that's what I got for you Virgo. Let's go to Libra. All right, Libra. So we got 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and you have the Strength card here. Woo, Libra. It's not necessarily like a bad reading. I don't even think it's that bad at all. I think right now with the 2 of Pentacles, you're in the midst of change at this time. You're having to improvise, adapt, and overcome. I think there's also a lot of things that you're trying to manage at this time. And I think you're in the midst of change, and so you're just doing the best that you can with things here as you go. The 7 of Swords is in the challenge here. I think at this time it's like you're having to think outside the box, and I think this could be a little bit uncomfortable for you, because it's like the changes that you're going through at this time, or some of the adjustments that you're having to make in your life at this time, is like you're having to look in different areas, or you're having to like do newer things here. So, and the 7 of Swords is that card of like looking in different areas. Like, yes, I know the 7 of Swords deals with cheating, lying, stealing, and all that shit. It does, but like it just deals with the context of the card. The card is also Moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius deals with eclecticism, humility, service, and the Moon deals with, comfort, security. But this card also deals with strategies and tactics, right? So I think at this time your challenge is like you're having to devise new strategies and tactics here to get your objectives done, right? To make certain changes here. You did pull the Strength card here in the future position, and also the advice position. I think the Strength card is saying like keep your will engaged with what you're doing, like use your willpower here to keep on making these changes. But to also have grace for yourself here as well, and like have compassion and love for yourself. Like if you feel like maybe like you need to take a break, but it's about still staying engaged with like what you're doing. Also, the Strength card is good for like overcoming changes, or like being able to have the strength and willpower to make successful changes. So let's see here. You pulled the Empress here, and you pulled the Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, I think there's something here coming together here for you. The Two of Pentacles, I'm gonna flip the overhead cam on. Like the Empress is like deals with, it's like, yeah, we get our abundance and we get our prosperity, but usually there's work involved. And so when you pull the Empress, it's like you're getting your prosperity and your abundance because of the work and the effort that you put into something, which is that Two of Pentacles that you're doing right now. And so I see things here coming together successfully with that Seven of Pentacles, right? The accumulation of progress and the accumulation of results happening here that you'll be pleased and satisfied with this Empress, Seven of Pentacles. There's still more work to be done, and there's still things to be, there's still things that you have to do. But I think for the most part, you'll be happy with the outcome or the results of something that you're doing. All right. You pulled this skywriting card. It says the fates here. Oh, fate and destiny. Some of you Libras are taking destiny into your own hands here with this Two of Pentacles. That really is the Two of Pentacles. It's like taking destiny into your own hands. It's what you do, right? That creates your fate and your destiny. And you have that free will and that choice. And that's why the Strength card is here to remind you to use your willpower to first understand that you have free will, but use your willpower to make the right choices here to get the type of fate here that you want, and not the type of fate that you don't want. So right now it's like destiny is in your hands at this time, and it all comes down to like the decisions and the choices that you make at this time. But I think you're doing the right thing, and I think that's why the Strength card is here, encouraging you here to keep making the right decisions that's going to move the needle for you. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Yeah, that's what I got for you. It's like you're really having to break some habits I'm seeing here, Libra, like getting out of like a pattern or a cycle, which is that Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords energy, and that Strength card, like having to use your willpower here to like overcome some of these things that are keeping you stuck, if that makes sense. But I do see you being able to like make the type of changes here that you want to make. It's not the end all be all, but I think you'll be pleased with how something progresses. All right, let's do Scorpio. Scorpions. What's going on with Scorpio? Let's see. You pulled the Four Cups, the King of Pentacles, and you pulled the Hangman here. Four Cups is a card of like discontent, boredom. I kind of get overall Scorpio, and the King of Pentacles is in the challenge. This could be around like work and career and like your stability and stuff. I pick up like you could be like unsatisfied, right? Or dissatisfied or unsatisfied or disappointed. And I feel like things have grown like stale or stagnant here. And it's like, I almost feel like in a way, it's like your heart is like wanting to explore something else or do something else. Or like you're just like, you're not happy, or you're not, like you're discontent with how things have been going in regards to like work, career, or money. And so I feel like it's like at this time, it's like I feel like you're wanting to make change, but it's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Scorpio. I feel like you're wanting change, but at the same time, oh man, Scorpios, don't come for me, but I gotta keep it real. I feel like you're not uncomfortable enough to do something, right? Like, you know how we could be in that energy of like, man, like fuck, like I don't like this, but it's like, it's not until like things become just unbearably uncomfortable that we finally do something, right? And I feel like at this time, it's like, yeah, you can wait for that moment, but like if you're not satisfied with something, like I feel like at this time, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity around you. Like the Four of Cups is saying like there's always opportunity that's right in front of our face, but it can just sometimes be us just like unwillingly wanting to like see it, or us just not being able to see it because maybe we're like in like a moody energy, or maybe we're just like, you know, we have like a bad attitude. Hey, like this shit happens to me too, so I'm not just coming for you, Scorpio. But the Four of Cups is saying like, no, like the opportunity is now. Like, don't wait. If you're not happy with something in regards to like work or career, like understand like you have the free will to change it. And it's like, yes, it may require for you to get uncomfortable, right? The Four of Cups, one of the issues with the Four of Cups is like he has to get outside of his comfort zone. That's why the Four of Cups is Moon and Cancer, right? Cancer deals with our comfort, and the Moon also can deal with our comfort. And whenever Cancer, like the archetype, believes like its basis of operation, its foundation, and moves into or expands their field of activity, it's like it's uncomfortable for them, right? That's the archetype of Cancer, right? I'm not saying every Cancer is like that, but that it's like the more you embrace the uncomfortable, it's like the more comfortable you'll become. But it's like I feel like you're in this position here, Scorpio, to where it's like you're not. It's like you don't want to be where you're at, but you're not uncomfortable enough to change it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you get what I'm saying. But it's like I do feel here that it's like if you wanted to, you could easily do it. But I think it's just like you just like having to just like be open to like doing it. But maybe you just feel like the time's not right. I don't know, right? So you have to just use your own intuition on that one. But with this Hangman being here, I do finally see, I kind of see you waking up here, Scorpio. Like the Hangman is like when we get that divine revelation or the enlightenment, and it's like we finally see, it's like the light bulb that goes off in our head, and we finally see something from a different angle, from a different perspective. And I think you're going through some type of process like that. Oh shit, again. Yeah, you pull the Four of Wands, the Tower here. I finally see you breaking out of like your like this tower, right? That, or like this some type of like self-imposed prison, or maybe just like this energy that just feels like you're stuck and you're trapped. But there's something here happening, and I feel like this is going on like a deep spiritual inner level here, to where there's like these inner processes going on that's like you're trying to like reorient yourself, or reorient things, or understand things in a new way, or like you're looking for some type of feeling or different meaning in regards to something. And I do think like eventually it's like, yes, that's going to happen. But I think also at the same time, it's like I kind of feel like this could be something natural, like a natural process you're going through. It's like, yeah, it's like I just said that, like, yes, you can like do something about it, which you can, right? But I also feel it's like also at the same time, it's like like something is like happening inside you, like to where like things are shifting, and you haven't really gotten the full conscious awareness or understanding of it yet. But I do see that happening here. And I think when it does happen, I think you will be happy. It's almost in a way I see you, Scorpio, like, because the Four of Wands it's connected to Venus, so it deals with our values, and it deals with the things we want to create and that we find pleasure in within regards to creating. It deals with beauty, harmony, and it's Aries, right? So I think it's like there's going to be like newer things that you identify with that empower you to start creating and getting yourself unstuck here. But I will say, with the advice with the Hangman is to, it's connected to Neptune, and Neptune in humanistic astrology, like going through the process of transformation, what it represents is Neptune can bring an energy, it brings meaning, and it could also bring an energy of meaningless and confusion and distortion and just feeling like lost. It's connected to the dark night of the soul. And so what Neptune wants you to do is like to evaluate all your experiences, your beliefs, your values, and re-examine them in a newer light. Because that's what's going on with the process I feel like you're in. It's like things are being re-examined in a whole new light, and it's hard to understand and identify with because your ego has identified with other things a certain way. And now since things have changed, it's like you're having to reorient and identify in newer ways with things that has the meaning attached to it, right? Like the old things gave you meaning, but they no longer probably give you meaning anymore on a deep level. And so it's like you're trying to find these new things, or you're trying to like reorient yourself toward new things that have that deeper sense of connection and meaning. And it's a natural process, but it's like the more you kind of are aware of that and objective of that, I feel like that's going to help you be able to like move through that energy quicker. You pulled this Root Girl, says the disowned self, Scorpio. So I feel like also at this time, you know, this is a card of like shadow work and integration work. Like when we, like these parts of ourselves, maybe from shame. I almost feel like it's shame in a way. And like we all have shame. I don't care who you are, you have shame. And it could be parts of yourself that maybe you've disowned or suppressed. And you could be connecting back to these deeper parts of yourself at this time. And so I think you're also going through a period of healing as well, Scorpio. I feel like this is very specific. But yeah, this is about like not being ashamed, right? Like connecting back to who you are and remembering who you are and allowing yourself to be who you are, and whatever parts of yourself you have disowned or suppressed, like connecting back to those things, right? And understanding that whatever has happened, you know, like, cause I almost feel like it's like something has been like projected onto you like at a very young age or something like that, Scorpio. I know I'm on Scorpio for a long time, but y'all can wait. But it's like, that's not really you though, right? Like it's just like something that was projected onto you, if that makes sense. Anyways, we'll go to Sagittarius now. All right. We do got to get through these though. Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Wands, and you have the 7 of Wands here. Well, 9 of Wands is the challenge. 9 of Wands is the test of the will, like when your will's being tested. So it deals with like adversity. I think your challenge at this time is like you're feeling adversity. I think you're trying to remain positive and of course optimistic as you are, Sag. But I think there is something here that's maybe making you kind of not as optimistic or is like causing resistance. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune here for the overall energy. So it's like, again, I think you're in the midst of change, especially, right, because we're going through eclipses, and this eclipse did square you, right, because it was in Pisces. So there could have been some changes that were maybe unpleasant, or some things that, you know, have been a challenge. But I think you'll be able to overcome them, Sag. I think some of these things that have happened with this Wheel of Fortune is actually trying to take you on like a newer cycle in life here. Like the Wheel of Fortune can be a card of ignorance. And when I say that, like, of course, like I'm not calling you ignorant, but the Wheel of Fortune can represent which words like we're on the same type of cycle here. Thank you so much, Angela, for the $100. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've donated to me before too, so it's good to see you. And thank you again for your continued support. But what I was saying here, that the Wheel of Fortune can represent like a cycle that we're stuck on. Like it's like we're just stuck in this cycle, and it's because we don't know, right? Like we're unaware, we're ignorant to to what is causing us to be stuck in this same type of cycle, which is why I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is connected to Jupiter, because Jupiter is like, it is the planet of like positivity and luck. It's also lessons though, and wisdom, right? But it's like, but you have to first like learn that. But when you learn that, it's like, then it opens up newer things for you and allows you to understand things from a higher level, which also, i.e., can help you break cycles and get unstuck from things because you're learning something. And I think that's something that you're going through at this time. I think that's something that you're going to. Thank you so much, Angela, for being a member. Yeah, I do have memberships on, so if you want to become a member of the channel, you can. But thank you, everybody. Welcome Angela to the members. But I will say here that it's like there's something here that you're learning. It's been a little bit difficult, and some of you may have repeated this cycle maybe multiple times. But I think it's like whether you repeated it multiple times or maybe it's just something newer that you're going through. I do see you here with the Seven of Wands being able to like learn from it and overcome it, because the Seven of Wands is like being able to overcome the odds, right? Which is being able to, like when your will is being tested, it's like you being able to push through that adversity and that resistance. So I do feel like this is you being able to like push through something here, even though it has been challenging. You pulled the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. You could also be receiving support here from someone as well. I'm also seeing you kind of having some type of positive celebration or maybe some positive news coming your way or some type of support here or help here. And I think you'll be very happy about. I want to say this. Some of you Sag, like if you're looking for some type of offer or something like that, I feel like you could be getting an offer here. You pulled this Lay of the Land card. It says ancestral wisdom. Yeah, and that's the wisdom I was just talking about with the Wheel of Fortune being here. I think this is like kind of similar to Aries and I think Taurus. Maybe some of you have Aries and Taurus placements. There's some type of ancestral maybe karma that you're clearing, which is what that Wheel of Fortune is, I feel. But it's like it's a lesson. It's like some type of lesson here that you're learning. It's like once you learn this lesson, whether it's something karmically or maybe it's your own soul's lesson or it's both, it's like I feel like it's finally going to give you, you can see this person's on top of the mountain, right? Or on top of that thing. It's finally going to be able to give you the perspective here that you've been missing to see like, oh, like I get it. Like, yeah, now I can see. And that's going to allow you to like not fall into the same type of traps or get into the same type of cycles here. And I also feel like there's something here, some type of help here that you're getting as well, Sag, or some type of support or encouragement here. But I think it'll be something that you really do like appreciate here with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. It'll be something here that I feel like also like you'll be celebrating or like you'll be proud of. So that's what I got for you, Sag. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn. I feel like the worst is over for you here, Capricorn, especially if you have been going through challenging things. This Moon card and the challenges doesn't surprise me. I feel like this is also talking about the eclipse energy. The Moon card is literally connected to the Pisces archetype, and the Moon is also like the Moon, right? And the lunar eclipse in Pisces that we just had, I feel like that's your challenge at this time, Capricorn. I feel like that's your challenge, like probably all of us. But I do think there's a lot of unknowns and some uncertainties here that you're going through. And I think with the Six of Swords being here for the overall energy, you know, Six of Swords is encouraging you here, like to just keep steering yourself in the best direction here. And the Moon card can be like symbolic of the past here in a way. Like don't get distracted by the past or fall into past things here. The Six of Swords is all about moving forward. and getting out of rough waters and going into calm waters. So you're moving into better waters here. Yes, there's some unknowns, I feel, with the moon. There's some uncertainties, maybe some fears here, but you do have the star card here in the future / advice position. The star card is like things turning out better than you expect. I think some things are confusing for you at this time with this moon card, but the star card is when there's clear skies, right? You can see the sky, you can see the stars in the skies, and the stars in the sky. And the stars symbolically represent navigation, the ability to be able to navigate your way through things, right, and be guided by things. Like right now, you may be wondering, like, where's my guidance at? Or like, I don't really have any guidance with something. I do see you finding that here with the star card. I see some of you Capricorns going through a deeper awakening here as well. Like I kind of pick up here that I feel like the illusion of something has been shattered. Like, and it doesn't have to be negative, right? But I almost get like some type of illusion for you has been shattered. Like you now see the truth about something. And maybe it's a little bit still confusing, but I do see you like coming into that here. But I think there's something here that you're like some type of deeper awakening here that you're going through. Let's see. You pulled the Wheel of Fortune here, and you pulled the Two of Wands here. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this is more so like prediction read. With this Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands, I feel like you're gonna have a moment in time and an opportunity here. It's almost like perfect timing, I feel here. Like there could be some type of moment or opportunity here that you're gonna be taking action on, or something here that you're gonna be pursuing. It may feel a little bit blurry or confusing for you right now, but I do see that like fog clearing, or that dust clearing here. And it's like you're finally able to like see things, like you're finally able to see the bigger picture of things and understand like your navigation and where you want to go and what you want to do. And I also feel like there's good opportunities here, or moments in time here that you'll have to be able to like capitalize on certain things. You pulled this perfect storm, the courage to step into life here. So you could have gone through some storms, like I said, 6 swords, getting out of rough waters. And it's it's like getting into the boat and like getting the fuck out of the storm, right? So it's like perfect. There's almost like good timing with something here. And the moon card could be uncertainty, fear, right? But I think you're being encouraged here to step into the positive change here that you're wanting to make, and don't be afraid of it. And if things have been chaotic here, or like now you're like having to like get your shit together, or like get shit together here and like do things here, and yes, there could be some fear, and it's like, but you're like trying to like figure things out. It's like this is the perfect moment in time for you to figure things out. And like don't be afraid of like, don't go into like all the crazy what if scenarios, like, and then feeling like everything is doomed. Like, no, it's like now just focus on the moment right now, because like now is the time for you to like get things together. I feel like spirit is kind of giving you like a wake up call with certain things for you to be like, okay, like I got to start doing these things. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Let's do Aquarius. Oh shit. Aquarius. Okay. Pulled the Six of Wands. You pulled the Six of Wands, Page of Cups, and you pulled the Temperance here. Well, it's interesting. I have two split messages here. Some of you may be like influencers. When I say influencers, what I mean is like you may be like, you may have like a following, or you may be a guide for others, or you may be a teacher, or you may just be like a role model. You may just be someone who just naturally leads by example, and like people follow you, or like people recognize you. And one thing I was like getting, I like shrunk your name on accident, and the first thing that came to me, I was like, are Aquariuses like shrinking themselves here for like are they like? Because I got the sense that I got from it was like you shrinking yourself, and I feel like the universe is saying like to not shrink yourself. And I kind of have been getting this message for you for a while, Aquarius, about like shying away from the spotlight. I think with the Six of Wands being here, like the universe is saying to like, no, like own the spotlight, or don't be afraid to be in the spotlight. Because the Six of Wands deals with like attention, right? And being noticed. And it's your overall energy. Because for some of you, I see you getting success here, and then maybe you kind of being like uncomfortable with maybe some of the recognition that you're getting, or just the attention that you're getting. I know it's a strange message, but I have like a few different ones here. But I feel like if that's the case for you, it's like the universe is saying no, like to embrace it. I feel like you have some type of message for people, or like you have some type of, you know, as if it's like a message, or if it's like some type of contribution that you can give to others that would enhance their lives, with this Temperance being here. Others of you, let's just say you're not an influencer or anything like that. The Six of Wands is like you could be getting more success here for yourself, and you could be getting recognition coming up. But I also get here that I kind of feel like Spirit's wanting you to like be the leader on something here. Like Six of Wands is about like going on your own journey with things, or doing things the way you want to do it, and being confident in yourself, and being the type of person that you want to be. And the Page of Cups being in the challenge is like, it's the muse the muse in the dream, the inspiration that you're like, what you're inspired by, your dreams, the things that you're envisioning. It's like you're being encouraged to pursue those things, and to share your gifts, or to share your knowledge with other people, or just allow yourself to express yourself and be who you are, right? No matter how weird you may think you are, Aquarius, right? And some of you, I will say this too, it's like you want success, but maybe you're not getting the type of recognition that you want. Page of Cups being in the challenge. The Temperance is, if that's the case, is saying be patient, right? Be patient, keep your eye on the bigger picture of things, you know, show up and be and bring unconditional love to what you're doing, right? Don't expect, you know, have realistic expectations, and like you'll be able to have your success and recognition in due time. But back to what I was saying, it's like I feel like at this time it's like you're being encouraged here to like to share your gifts or your wisdom here, because the Page of Cups and the Temperance is healing energy. So some of you could be healers or wanting to be healers here, and you're being encouraged to like share your gifts. Or let's just say you're a creative, right? Or you're a creator. You know, if you have newer ideas or things that you're inspired by, or like newer visions and dreams here, the Temperance is saying like, you know, with the Six of Wands, this is about creating your own type of heaven on earth. And I do see also as well something coming together for you in a positive way. Like something that you're putting together, something that you're working on, it turns out to be a success with the Temperance. You also pulled the Queen of Cups here as well. I didn't say anything about this yet, but you did pull the Queen of Cups here as well. So I feel like something also is going to be deeply satisfying for you emotionally here as well. Some of you could be getting some type of healing from a person here in the future, or you could be the healer. This message may not be for everybody, but you have the Two of Swords here, and you pulled the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, it's Spirit saying not to get in your head here about things. Like I always say, the Eight of Swords is analysis paralysis. Two of Swords could be the fulcrum of the mind, being stuck in analysis paralysis, not knowing what decisions to make here. The Page of Cups is intuitively led, heart led here. You could say emotionally led, but it's more so, it's like he's like using his emotion. He's going with his emotion. It's like he's not being controlled by his emotions, but he's going with what feels right. And I think that's what you're being encouraged to do, not to like overthink things. You pulled this Me Talks card. It says repairing the mind, body, and spirit. So y'all just think I'll be saying shit. This is a card of healing. And if you need time for yourself to heal and take some time for yourself, do it. Also, like I said, some of you could be healers. So it's like maybe you're coming up with something to help people repair their mind, to prepare their body, mind, and spirit, right? So, so I think you're being encouraged here to like use those gifts if you are a healer. But if you need to get, yourself right, if you need to like get yourself right, take the time you need to get yourself right here, because I think you'll come back better than ever. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Let's go to Pisces, last but not least. And then we'll jump into the super chat questions. All right, Pisces. King of Cups, King of Swords, and you have the Knight of Wands here. All right, well, interesting here. Let me pull one more of this. Yeah, the King of Cups is your overall energy here. I think this King of Cups is just you, Pisces. Pisces, whenever you commit to something, it's like you unconditionally devote yourself to something, and that's also what the King of Cups does. I feel like at this time, like the overall energy here for you is that there's something I do feel like you're like devoted to, and the King of Cups is about like keeping that strong devotion toward what it is that you're passionate about. And you have the King of Swords here in the challenge. It's interesting. It's almost in a way I feel like your creative mind is like at odds with your rational, logical mind here, with the King of Swords being in the challenge. And it's more so, it's like I feel like you have the creativity, like you have the vision, like you have the concepts, you have the big ideal here that you're wanting to do. With this King of Swords is like you could be almost pick up that you could be overthinking it. Like the King of Swords is telling me, it's like I feel like you know what to do. Like if you like, King of Cups is about going with the flow of things. The King of Swords is like, let me strategically plan this out. And I think it's like maybe you're trying to strategically like over prep on something, but if you were to just go with like your intuition and like go with the flow of things, I feel like it would be like a lot easier here for you, Pisces, because you have the Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands here, the future position, also the advice position. I do see things happening here pretty quickly with the Knight of Wands, or like you taking more bold action here. And not to say that you're not taking bold action now, but it's like I just see you really just allowing for your passion to like come through you here. Like you're not gonna like overanalyze things with the King of Swords, or you're not gonna like second guess yourself or doubt yourself anymore. Like I'm seeing you here just being like very much intuitively, like just being like intuitively like just flowing with like your passion. And I think that's going to be something that's like going to make you like even more self-determined here. And with this Ten of Wands being here, it's something like the Ten of Wands is like you're pursuing something or doing something here that you're very passionate about, right? The Ten of Wands is about something that we believe in, and we take on those burdens and responsibilities that come with it, because it's like it's what we want to do, it's what we want to achieve. And the Knight of Wands is like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to seek out, this is what I want to, build for myself, and I'm passionate about it. So there's something here that I see you doing here that it's like you're just allowing for yourself to really be bold and like be like creative, expressive. You pulled the Six of Cups and the Lovers here. Also too, when it comes to love and relationships here, I do see reconciliations here, Six of Cups of Lovers. I also pick up with the Six of Cups of Lovers that I feel like you're finding your gift here, Pisces. The Six of Cups is the gift of transformation, but it's also one's own inherent gifts within inside themselves. And sometimes I really see the Six of Cups connecting to the 5th house of astrology. Some people are going to debate me on that, but I have my reasons why. Which is a house of like creativity. It also, like the 5th house does deal with it's like the childlike expression. It's you know, it's like connected to Leo. And I think here with the Six of Cups, you're finding like some type of gift or reconnecting to some type of gift here. And it's part of like your mission and your purpose here with the Lovers. And maybe you're not even reconnecting with these things. Maybe it's already something you've been doing, but it's like your level of commitment to it is becoming deeper. Yeah. Let's see. Also, too, if you are single, I do feel like there could be new love. But I also pick up, I don't really pick up like another person. Like I don't pick up love in this. People just gathering around the power of community here. So, you know, there could be something in regards to community. Maybe you're joining a newer community here, or there's a newer community that you're going to be participating in, or maybe you already have, maybe you're creating your own community here, or you have your own community. But I feel like this is going to be something here that is going to be special for you. And I think you're going to be, I think it's going to be very like rewarding, but also like very like spiritually and emotionally fulfilling here with this Six of Cups of Lovers. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the super chat questions. I want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support, the likes. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the super chat questions. So that will be the end of the video. If you liked the video, before you leave, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And I'm wishing you a great rest of your week and weekend. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the super chat questions. So let's take a look. Let's see here. Oh, why is it doing that? That's weird. Okay. All right, Aquarian Arts Tarot. Spirit-led question, please. Going through a lot right now. I trust Spirit to pass on the most important information for me at this time. Thank you. Thank you for you. Well, thank you. Okay. What can you tell me for Aquarian Arts Tarot? Yeah, I do think you are in the midst of some big changes at this time. And when I say that, you know, when I say like you're in the midst of big changes, don't let that like scare you here. I feel like you're very much in control of the situation with the Justice card, Two of Cups, and you also pulled the Judgment card. You know, the Two of Pentacles reminds us that life is change and that sometimes we can grow rigid and sometimes we can grow stagnant. Or like we're too structured, right? And so the Two of Pentacles reminds us that life is change. And if you're going through changes, embrace the changes at this time, Aquarian Arts Tarot. The Justice card also reminds us that we have free will. And so the Justice card, I always say it's the cosmic law of balance. And it represents, you know, for every action, there's a reaction. And this is with energy, right? So this is with like your thoughts, your beliefs, emotions, your intentions, your actions. The Justice card is saying if you are aware of like your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your actions, your intentions, and you're aware of how these things can affect your situation, by having that awareness, right? Like, for instance, like if you walk around with a bad attitude, or you just think like the universe is out to get you, God's out to get you, like nothing's ever going to go your way or whatever, you know, you're going to constantly get that mirrored back to you with the Justice card, because the Justice card is connected. It's the law of attraction. And so the Justice card is saying here, like, you have free will. Things are in your control at this time. You're going through changes. Embrace the changes that you're going through here. Be flexible, be adaptable here, and understand like that to take the right corrective action when it comes to the things that you need to change. Because this Judgment card is here in the reading, and that's why I feel like you are going through a big change at this at this time. And the Judgment is the call to awakening, right? So it's like some type of wake up call here for you to like really, you know, make the changes here for yourself, to set yourself up for like a better future, or to set yourself up just better in general in the future. The Judgment card is saying like to not be afraid, right? Like answer the call at this time, because the Judgment card is the call of initiation, right? Like you're being initiated into some newer thing, and it's like, yes, it could be feeling, you know, maybe overwhelming, or it could be feeling like a lot, but just understand like these changes that you're going through are for your highest good, and there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. So, and I feel like it's almost like you could be getting a second chance with something here, or like the universe is like giving you a chance here to really like change things in a way in which you've been wanting to change them. And I feel like that's that Judgment card. So that's what I got for you, Aquarian Arts Tarot. Okay, let's do Sherry. You say, hey Austin, apparently I'm supposed to be meeting my future husband between now and December. Do you see how we will meet? Ooh, let's see. Can you tell me for Sherry, please? Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Aquarian Arts Tarot. All right. Okay. All right, Sherry. How will Sherry meet her future husband? How will Sherry meet her future husband? This is going to be interesting. The Nine of Wands. You pull the Judgment card. And you pulled the Emperor. I feel like you'll meet, I feel like when this person, this is what I'm picking up. I feel like this person may need like maybe they may need like some type of help from you or something like that. I feel like this person may need like some type of help from you. Interesting. When I feel like when you meet this person, this person's gonna be like you're gonna sense that they're a very confident person, but I feel like I think this person's gonna make the first move on you. Like I think they'll probably ask you out or ask for your number or something like that. But you can kind of tell in a way like the person's like nervous or like they're hesitant or they're like I don't want to say shy. They're almost in a way like you may be picking up that they're fearing that you're going to reject them. Yeah, like I almost get like this person like needing, like they may ask you for help or something like that. Or you may just notice like they're struggling with something. Like I'm not sure, like I think when you meet this person, they're gonna be going through some type of like struggle, but it's not like struggle in the way like because their life is trash or something like that. It's like they're almost like like they're gonna be like struggling with something. It may not sound that clear, but I'm not gonna say here like make up something. Like this is just like what's coming to me right now, like, and from what I'm seeing. I feel like this person, like maybe they may be struggling with something. They may even be like injured or something. I know it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's like something like that. I feel like you could meet this person. You said now in between December. I feel like it could actually be like Aries season of next year. I'm not trying to like. I don't want to like, you know, mess up your hopes or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I feel like it could be like Aries season 2, like all the way till Aries season, if it doesn't happen for you, like, you know, from now until December. I think it could be Aries season or like some time frame in there. So like be March, January, February, March. Yeah, that's what I got. I feel like when you meet this person, I don't know how you'll meet. Honestly, I don't know how you'll meet, but I feel like this person's gonna be like struggling with something. So that's what I got. I hope that's what I got for you, Sherry. I hope that gave you some clarity. All right, let's do Carmen. You say here, the relationship with my partner doesn't feel like it's growing, or maybe it's just not growing at my pace. Will this or can this change to become fruitful for both as a couple? Okay. Can you tell me for Carmen, please, in regards to her situation? Can you tell me for the overall energy, please? Can you tell me for the current energy? Can you tell me for the challenge? Future position. And most likely outcome, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you say the relationship with my partner doesn't feel like it's growing. I'll switch the camera too. Hold on one second. You say here, the relationship with my partner doesn't feel like it's growing, or maybe it's just not growing at my pace. Will this or can this? So, will this or I do feel like it can. The Ace of Pentacles is here in the future. Ace of Pentacles is about potential of what can be, but it does require work for the situation. But the Ace of Pentacles is a good indication, though, that like, yes, it can become fruitful for the both of you. The 4 of Pentacles in the outcome, so it's like, yeah, I think it can become fruitful, and I think it could also become very stable. I think at this time, with the World card being the overall energy here, I think you'll go to the next phase here. It's in a way, I feel with this 4 swords being in the challenge, that I feel like there needs to be like clear communication. Like 4 swords can be like, maybe there's things that you're thinking about but you haven't said yet, or conversations that you haven't said yet, or maybe conversations you need to have but are being put on the back burner. It's like the 4 swords is saying like to have those conversations here, and I think here with the Ace of Pentacles, like by you two having the conversation here about what you two want to work on in the future, what you want to create together in the future, that's where the potential that's where the seed can be planted, Ace of Pentacles, and things can start to grow and develop more. But, you know, I think there has to be some type of, like, there needs to be conversations. Because even right now, in the current energy, the Nine of Pentacles, I think right now with the Nine of Pentacles, I think it's important, though. The Nine of Pentacles can talk about, like, your own autonomy and, like, focusing on yourself. But it's not saying, like, to, like, disown your partner or, like, not hang out with them or, like, not talk to them, right? But the Nine of Pentacles is saying, like, it's, like, good to also have, like, your own independence and autonomy. So, like, you know, I think Spirit's encouraging you here to embrace that too, a little bit more with your situation. But I also want to say the Nine of Pentacles is saying here that, you know, it may not be going at the pace that you want, but I think there is a lot of good in this situation with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying the little things, the small things. It's like things that we could be taking for granted with the situation. And it's also a card about being grateful, right? About and appreciating what you do have. And the more appreciation that you have, it's like, you know, the more you get into that abundant frequency, and then the more things start to grow, right? I think you're being encouraged to be patient with the situation, but also, like, to have conversations. Like, if you want to say something to the person or talk about something, you know, Four Swords is like, you know, and the challenge can be towards, like, we're not having those conversations. You know, I would have those conversations. But I think, yeah, I don't pick up any indication that it's not going to grow, or that, you know, I feel like there's actually, there's a lot of potential for it to grow. You have Pentacles here, 3 Pentacle cards, so it's going to take some time to cultivate and nourish, but, you know, be grateful for what you do have and hang in there, right? Be persistent and have conversations, have talks about the future and what you want and where that person is. And I think that's what will really help. I would say, so your partner isn't as communicative. Well, then, yeah, that's an issue, huh? I speak my side as a Gemini. I'm very communicative, but my partner isn't. One thing I do pick up maybe with your partner here as well is that I feel like they're a little bit unsure of the direction of things, or where to take the direction of things. I think there's interest there. Like, I think this person loves you, and I don't think their mind is anywhere else either. I just think at this time, I almost feel like maybe your partner could be trying to, like, figure some things out personally for themselves, especially with the Nine of Pentacles being here as well. And so if that's the case, you know, you have to give them, like, time and space to do that. But I do feel like this person is committed to you. And so I feel like you are kind of being encouraged to be patient. But if you need to have, like, if like, even you telling me, like, okay, it just feels like it's just me driving, like, share that with him, right? Like, be like, you know, I feel like I'm the one that's doing all the work. And maybe you've already done that, I don't know, right? But I think there is still room for this to grow. And I think here with the World card being here, I think there's some type of newer chapter here developing between you two. If I would have pulled, like, the World card and then, like, a 10 of Swords, or maybe a 5 of Swords, or a 3 of Swords, or a Death card, then I've been like, yeah, this is a cycle that I feel that is closing out between you two, or, like, this is running its course. But I don't have that. I have cards of, like, fertility here. I have cards of, like, growth with the World card. So I feel like there's something here, like, new that is growing, and newer things that will be planted between you two and that will harvest. So I would just be patient. I would try to, like, still try to have conversations with the person. But to also, like, you know, just to be, you know, to enjoy it, the relationship, as much as you can, and, like, you know, like, to be grateful for your partner. And I know that's, like, we can forget to do that, but, and I'm not saying you're not doing that, but, you know, it's just about enjoying, you know, what you do have. But I think this person, I think they could be figuring some things out. Like, I feel like they're trying to, like, think through some things. And maybe that's why they're not really being able to, like, to give you answers that you need. Okay, so let's go to the next question here. Oh, Angela, I don't know if you're still in here, but if you want me to answer a question for you, I will. All right, 22 steps. Super stressed with life mostly, deadlines and responsibilities with my job, as well as personal, familial, and monetary situations through end of year. What do you see as the outcome? All right, let's take a look here. 22 steps. Oh yeah, you're definitely going through a lot of big changes. 22 steps. Wait, hold on. Pull the Tower, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords here. All right. So I'm gonna give you a real message here. I feel like at this time you don't have any more time to waste. I gotta give it 100% real. Like, you have to stay on top of like your responsibilities and the things that you're doing at this time. The Tower, 10 of Swords is saying like you may have been caught up in like distractions or like just things going on to where it's like, you know, I'm not sure really 100%, but the Tower, 10 of Swords is saying like now's the it's almost in a way like I heard immediately is like there's like no more time to waste like when it comes to things. Like 2 of Pentacles is about okay, like starting to make changes and sticking to your responsibilities. It's like, yes, I can see like the stress is there with the 10 of Swords, but it's like, hold on, I just want to read back this real quick. Mostly deadlines, responsibilities of my job as well as personal, familial, and monetary situations through end of the year. I see you dropping some things or letting some things go here by the end of the year. I definitely feel like there's some changes here. I feel like these are changes though that you're already going through. It's like, I don't think this is going to be anything that like comes out of the blue here for you. But I think though, like there's a message about like not wasting any more time, like to like really be committed and disciplined to like what you're doing and the changes that you have to make and keeping up with the responsibilities that you have. And I kind of feel that you may be ending some type of relationship here. I don't know if it's with like a family member or some other relationship here, and you may be going like your own route with things or changing things here with this 2 of Pentacles, like by the end of the year. The Tower, 10 of Swords is like, you know, like there's a deadline, right? Like this is the deadline, this is it. I feel like you'll be able to meet the deadline, but I feel like it's like I said, it's like you have like no time to waste. Like I feel like Spirit's like being like super heavy with this, like to like not get distracted and stay committed and stay locked in here with like what you need to do. So I hope that answers your question here. 22 steps, mostly deadlines and responsibilities with my job, as well as personal, familial, and monetary situations through end of the year. I feel like I'm going to put something out there. Like, don't let this freak you out. Like, understand you have free will. I have to, like, I feel like you may, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like you may like quit your job or you may leave that job that you're at. And if this doesn't make any sense right now, so I'm saying, like, you know, just to like ignore it. I don't know, maybe something will transpire down the line, I'm not sure. But understand, like, you have free will too, right? Like, you can stay there or do whatever you want to do. But I feel like when it comes to the deadline thing, I feel like it's like, I don't think you have a lot of time to waste anymore. It's like you're gonna have to really like remain locked in with what you're doing. So that's what I got for you, 22 steps. All right, let's do Wyatt. Or Watt. Is it Watt or Wyatt? Watt, Wyatt. Just some clarity of what to expect moving forward. All right, Wyatt. What does Wyatt need to expect moving forward? Two of Wands and the Five of Wands here. All right, there's going to be some challenges here, but I feel like you have the strength to overcome these challenges. It's like, I don't feel like these challenges are going to be challenges that are like something that's going to knock you back or set you back or anything like that. The Two of Wands, actually I want to say too as well, that the Two of Wands, Five of Wands is saying to like moving forward, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Like you may already be putting challenges in front of you, but whatever it is that you really are wanting to take action on, it's like, I feel like you're being encouraged to do that at this time. Because the Five of Wands is like, it's a growth process. It's like, there's tension, and it could be stressful, or there's challenges. But the Two of Wands is like, you're willing to take these challenges on. And so by the being bold and willing to take on challenges, whether you're putting these challenges in front of yourself or whether you're facing challenges, it's like, I do see you here having the strength and having the self-determination here to overcome those challenges here. And don't be afraid to like test yourself too, or to challenge yourself. As far as like what to expect, it's gonna be some challenges, but these aren't challenges that I feel like you can't overcome. Like these are challenges that it's like, yeah, like you're gonna see it as a challenge, but you're also gonna be very confident in knowing like, okay, like I'll be able to overcome that, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to face some resistance for a little bit, but I'll be able to overcome that. Also, too, I want to say as well, when it comes to drama and conflict, don't feel like you have to prove your point with anything. If anything, like I would avoid drama, or I would avoid conflict here. And I'm kind of seeing, too, that I think you're being encouraged here to like lead by example here. It's like you don't have to like prove anybody wrong with anything. It's like, just be the example. Does that make sense? So that's what I got for you, Wyatt. All right, where are we at here? All right, I'm gonna answer these last bit of questions, and I gotta get off of here, okay? But I'm gonna answer all the rest of them. I'm actually gonna just close the sign. So I'm not taking super chat questions anymore. I'm gonna finish all the ones that have been sent though. Okay, you say, Leela, you say here, what's coming in general in October? Thank you, Austin. All right. Can you tell me for Leela? Five of Wands, Devil card, and you have the Ace of Wands here. All right. I feel like there could be an ex returning in the month of October for you, or someone from your past. They could have been toxic. I hope I'm wrong about this, but they could be toxic. It's almost like a temptation. I feel like you're being like tempted by someone from your past. I wouldn't fall into the trap. Five of Wands, the Devil, Ace of Wands here. I wouldn't fall into the trap. I don't know if this is a past person or an ex, or maybe someone who has just kind of been a toxic influence in your life. I have a couple different things here. I feel also as well, I feel like when it comes to love, because you do have, I feel like when it comes to love, you could be, there could be some you could be noticing like people being competitive, like basically like you're the prize, right? Like like people are vying for your attention, or could be vying for your attention in October. You say no X. Okay, I don't know who this person is. Maybe it's a new person. I have no idea. But I think also too, when it comes to, with this Devil card, like when it comes to discipline and you being critical and tenacious with like your objectives and the things that you want to accomplish, or just the things that you have to do, the Five of Wands, Ace of Wands is saying like to push yourself here. I feel like you're capable of a lot more than you may give yourself credit for, or that you may believe here. Like if there is anything that maybe you're feeling like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this, or will I be able to do this? And if I do this, like, you know, will I be able to accomplish what I want? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like you're actually a lot more capable than you realize. I think there may be a thing with like discipline, like you having to remain disciplined with something, or just stay disciplined. But I see if you stay disciplined here, it's like I feel like you'll be able to like achieve a lot of things, or get a lot of things done here in the month of October. No, I'm doing super chat questions. Let's see. That's what I got for you, Leela. I kind of got another message here. Like this October could be like a very like sexual month for you. You may think I'm crazy, but that's like what I'm kind of picking up with this Five of Wands, Devil, Ace of Wands. Like I pick up like this very lusty energy or something like that. So I don't know if there's like someone here that you may be finding attractive, or someone that you could be dating, or whatever the case might be, or someone that you may be into or something. So that's also another message I got for you. All right, let's do string theories here. General from Spirit. General from Spirit for string theory. So I'm not taking any more super chat questions. I'll answer yours, Carmen. But if anybody else sends a super chat question, it's just going to be counted as a donation, because I got to get off of here pretty soon. You pulled the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords here. I see you getting into more calmer, like you being more emotionally calmer in the month of October. Like you feeling like emotionally and spiritually like things are settling down here. Like, you know, Six of Swords, like I always say, is like getting into more calmer waters. Ace of Cups is the soul receiving love. So you could be finding more comfort through transitions and changes here that maybe you've recently gone through, or maybe changes that you do have coming up here. I think there'll be good changes here. I see you moving into like a more calmer, more peaceful energy here. And I wanted to say in October, but you just asked for a general. And the Magician here, yeah, especially if you instigated any type of changes recently to like put yourself in a better position emotionally and spiritually. I feel like you'll be feeling that fulfillment of it. Also too though, I see the general here, like the Magician card being here, it can be a card of like urgency, like not because like something bad's gonna happen, right? But it's more so of like, it's about, because he has all the tools at his disposal, right? So it's about getting started with the resources that you do have, and starting to, you know, take control over things and setting things forth in motion. Like the Magician asks us like where we're channeling our energy. And I feel like at this time, it's like you're being encouraged here to like channel your energy into things that are going to spiritually and emotionally fulfill you, and that are going to make your life more calmer, or make your life more enjoyable, and that are also going to like move you into more calmer waters, or move you into better positions here. And also remember your ability and power to manifest as well with the Magician. So that's what I got for you, string theories. All right. Adolpha, I just got a new apartment in another city. I'm not too crazy about it. It's been a long time coming and I'm grateful, but are I and my kids safe here? Okay, let's take a look here. You pulled the World card. Oh, string theory. So you're moving. So you're moving. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You have the World card and the Justice card here, Adolpha. I feel like, yeah, I think with this World card and the Justice card, World card, Justice card is just saying, obviously, be observant, right? Be aware. But I think for the most part, like a lot of your worries may be like unwarranted. I think with the World card and the Justice card, it's like, I feel like you're divinely protected here, Adolpha. But the Justice card does say, like, especially with the World card, is like, just be aware. Like, I kind of feel like something that maybe wouldn't hurt, right, is like, I don't know if there's like, I don't know why this is coming through, but like, if there's like community updates that you can be a part of, or just like being involved in the community, or just like being connected to like the news and the updates of the community. I feel like that would be something here that would be a positive for you. But I feel like, yes, I think you are divinely protected here with this World card. Justice card is just saying, like, just be aware and just pay attention to things, right? But you don't have to be like paranoid about it, right? But I would say yes. I know you say you just got a new apartment in another city. I'm not too crazy about it. It's been a long time coming and I'm grateful. I kind of feel like you may move down the line too. I think you may move again. I don't think it'll be soon, but I think you may move again. I think you may move again. Oh, you say right just in my head, and yes, I look at the community news. Yeah, see, I was getting something like that. So, yeah, I think you may move again. I feel like, I think it'll be later though. I don't see it being anytime soon. It could be, yeah, I don't know when you would move, but it could be toward the end of next year. All right. Let's do Amina's house. Will I have a life partner? Will Amina's house have a life partner? You pulled the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, you're welcome, Adolfo. And you pulled the Five of Pentacles here. Like, the answer to your question is, do you want a life partner? And you may be like, of course, Austin, that's why I asked you that. Well, then you can have a life partner, right? I think sometimes, now maybe there are some people that just aren't destined to have a life partner, right? But like, I feel for you, I think yes. But I also think it boils down to belief too, right? Like, some people believe like they're unworthy of a life partner. Some people believe like they're never gonna find their partner, and they're like always kind of putting out that frequency of like lack, or that frequency of like being desperate. Which I'm not referring to you, Amina's house, but it's like that energy in general. Like, if you think about the law of attraction, like you're gonna constantly be in that energy and get that energy reflected back to you, whether it's in the form of like rejection, or like relationships never working out for you, or whatever the case might be. I think for you, it's like, I feel like you're a very attractive person with this Nine of Pentacles. And I think you may, I think you have a lot of worth. Like, I think you have a lot of value to bring to relationship. And so if you've been doubting your value, or if you've been doubting your worth here, the Nine of Pentacles is telling me like you have a lot to offer in a relationship here, and you are worthy of love. You are worthy of a life partner. With the Five of Pentacles being here, like the Five of Pentacles could be, it asks for you to zoom out and take a look. Are you in the victim mindset, right? And what I mean by that is because the story of the Five of Pentacles, nobody really knows if they've been kicked outside of the church and they're a victim of that. I said church, but it's like the building. They've been kicked out, or they're refusing to, either they're refusing to go in, or they've been kicked out, right? So but in that case, like sometimes, like basically I'm gonna tie all this together, but the Five of Pentacles, like let's just say for instance they were kicked out. Let's just say they were kicked out of that place. And so now they're on their own, they feel alone, they feel abandoned, right? And they have a choice. They could be like, okay, that didn't work out, but I still know my value. I still know I'm worthy of love, and I'm in a transitionary period, and yeah, I'm without it right now, but I'm gonna find it, right? Because I know I'm worthy of it. And then there's the other part too, to where if they're refusing to go inside, like, right, if they're refusing to go inside, let's just say going inside is like, let's just say the place behind them is symbolic of like a partner or finding someone. Like sometimes it's like we can be in this energy of refusing to even try again in regards to love, or to open ourselves up to love. So it's like knowing which side of the coin you're on here. But basically my whole point, to wrap that up, is that the Five of Pentacles is like, it asks for you to examine your mindset. Like, are you in the victim mindset, right? Of feeling like, like love never works out for me. I'll never be able to find my life partner. And it's like nobody, is going to love me, or nobody sees me. It's like when you're constantly like in that energy, like people can pick it up, and it can be like on a very subconscious, unconscious level. And like, then that gets mirrored back to you. And then you're like, it confirms and affirms that belief even more. But I think really it's like just changing your mindset here. Like, I think, yes, you will find one, but I think you're going to find one by like, for one, Five of Pentacles to be the scarcity mindset. Don't allow yourself to slip into a scarcity mindset. Understand that this world is huge, and there's billions of people, and that, yes, like the person that you want is out there, right? But you have to like put yourself out there. And if you've been putting yourself out there, keep putting yourself out there. Make yourself available. Understand that you're worthy of love. You say here, I'm an open book. It just seems I haven't clicked with anyone. Yeah, you may have high standards. Nine of Pentacles. At the Virgo card, you may have some high standards. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do feel like you're being encouraged to be persistent, though. I think, too, though, that I think for you it is kind of very important that, and I think it's important in general, is to make sure, one, I don't know if you've done this or not, but like getting very specific about like what your values are in regards to love and what you want in a life partner, like literally writing it down, right? And just having that intention there, and having like just that energetic frequency match to the type of person that you want, and like you have it defined, and then like start calling it in. I think that could be something that like helps you, but always like heed your own intuition with how you want to do things. But the answer to your question is yes. I do think yes, you will. But I think you could be slipping into a scarcity mindset right now, and don't, because you have to remember, like, the person that you want is out there. It may take some time. Maybe it's not your season in regards to love. Maybe it's next year, or maybe it's 2 years from now, right? Like sometimes it's like that, but I feel like the answer to your question is yes. Okay, Carmen. Last one here, Carmen. I feel my boss is looking to sell the business. Where should I look for future work? Where do you see me flourish more monetary wise? I feel my boss is looking to sell the business. Let's see. Where should I look for future work? All right, Carmen. 7 of Wands. The Lovers. King of Swords. King of Cups here. And you pulled the 6 of Swords. I think your intuition may be right. I think your intuition may be right. You pulled the King of Cups here. The King of Cups can relate to any type of field that deals with like caring for others, whether it's like healing, or it can be like spirituality and stuff, right? Whether it's like healing or catering, or like attending to people's like emotional problems, right? Like catering to people's emotional needs. I think you would be really good at that. It's interesting. I didn't pull any pentacles, but I will answer your question about the monetary thing. I kind of feel like you can really make anything you want become successful. I feel like what's really being pointed out here with the King of Cups, it's more so about like something that you, because I feel like this is where the money will come in, because I feel like it's like you could do something that would possibly make you a lot of money, but I feel like at the end of the day, like if it's not spiritually aligned with your soul and you don't feel the emotional connection to it, I feel like you want to be rich, you'd be broke. Like like spiritually you'd be broke, right? You would be like, this isn't even worth it after some time. Like I feel like you'd be like just totally drained by it. I think if you do have this intuitive sense that your boss is like is like your boss is gonna sell the business, I think this is like your chance here to, with the King of Cups, to seek out things that you are truly passionate about, like to seek out things that like you truly do unconditionally love and would do like for free if you could do it. Or I want to say if you could do it for free, but you would do for free because it's just something that you enjoy. I think that's what's going, like whatever that is, I think that's what's going to make you a lot of money here. And I think you do have, through experience, I think you do have like the wisdom, skills, and knowledge here. If you wanted to be your own boss, or if you wanted to open like your own business, I think you do have what it takes to do that. Oh, your boss is a Gemini. Well, the Lovers came out, so that's interesting. And the King of Swords is here, which can be connected to Gemini. Where should you look for future work? Where do you see me flourish? I think where you should look, I feel like it's something in regards to, it's either the healing field or the catering field. When I say catering, it doesn't have to be like food and stuff like that, right? Like catering, like working with like help addressing like people's like emotional challenges or hurdles or problems. That's where I would look. But overall, in general, looking in there, like looking at things that you would actually want to do, right? Not just like for the money, right? Like, but things that like you truly are connected to, like emotionally, and something that you enjoy emotionally, and something that you unconditionally love and would devote yourself to. The King of Cups is the active healer and compassionate person. So I feel like that could be a field here as well, to where you would find something that you would like. You're currently in restaurant work. Okay, so maybe I wasn't too really picking up on the catering thing like that. So yeah, I think that could be something that could also, I think that's still a field too that you could look at. So yeah, and I also think too that if your boss does sell the business, I think like if there's like any type of like worries or fears about like you not being able to make like a good transition with things, or you may be feeling like you're going to be left out in the cold with stuff, I don't think that's the case at all. I think you'll have a smooth transition with things when it comes to like transitioning with work if your boss does sell the business. I kind of feel that he could down the line, but I think it may be a little bit longer than you would expect. But I would say in regards to like catering, like I said, or like, or it can even be like the healing field, the King of Cups, or just attending, like emotionally catering to people, like seeing what people's needs are. Like I feel like you're really good at that. So I hope that helped, Carmen. So that's what I got. I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much for all the super chat donations and the super chat questions. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I figured I would hop on and do a live, but nonetheless, yeah, there's 71 people in here. Some of y'all just like listening to me talk, huh? All right, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great week.